Hey you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do another lace frontal install. As you can see, I'm putting the thread through both of the wefts. I like to keep my tracks together, keep them doubled. And we're going to sew that first track underneath the braids, pulling the needle through. Try to get the hair as close as possible. I'm going to do about 2 to 3 loops. And make sure you double or triple knot them. I like to go under versus going over and under, if that makes sense. With sewing, it's easier for me to just go underneath the wefts. So I'm going under and I'm looping 2 to 3 times and pulling it through. Very simple. So I'm just going to do that and continue underneath this bottom row. And if you look here, you guys, I take the needle and go through the weft. And then I take one of the wefts, pull it through. I'm going to loop it 3 times. Another 3 times to stitch it. Gather those wefts together and continue till we get to the next side. I'm going to show you better on the other side. So we just continue to keep those wefts together until we get about here. We're going to pull it through the weft, double it about 3 times, take one of the wefts, and then fold it, loop it 3 times, and gather it back together. So I'm going to continue to do this. For each weft, when I begin and when I end it, I only loop it 3 times. And I always pull it through the weft. So we fold it once again and continue stitching back and forth. We're going to double knot it, separate those wefts, fold it over. When you split the weft and you make it a single weft, it helps to fold it over. It lays flat. So this is why I do this. And even for the end, you see it's a small piece there. I'm still going to do the same thing. Taking one part of the weft and then I gather it both together. Okay guys, so right here I'm just going to press this frontal so get all the hairs out of the way. We're going to line this up, especially on these sides. Being that she has a low hairline, most of it is going to have to get cut off. Now I like to start in the middle at the top of the frontal and sew down one side at a time, pulling down that back, making sure that it's flat. So you always want the back to be flat down. And then I start back from the top in the middle of the head and sew down the other side. As you can see here, I put a drop of glue and then I spread it down. I'm going to do about 3 layers of this glue. This is the Halima B lace glue you can get on my website at www halimabee.com. All products are on the site. Going in with that second layer of glue, making sure I follow her hairline. And just going to continue sewing in those back bundles. My client hair is from Perl. I believe that's on AliExpress. Just clipping that frontal to get it out of the way. And in with this last layer. I do about 3 to 4. So today I'm choosing 3 layers of glue. Okay, so the glue is pretty much dry clear, so I'm gonna pull that lace down, and I'm gonna pull it starting from the middle to lay it down in the middle first, and then going down to each side. And getting a rag tooth comb, you just want to press that in and move the hairs out the way. Blow dry it a little bit on cool to warm. And get the clipping, taking off that excess lace around the ears. Now, being that my client has a low hairline, pulling it back, as I stated before, is much easier because you can see where the hair is glued down. And you can cut off, like you can make sure you cut off all of that lace with no problem. And we're just going to take some of the hairs down for our baby hairs later. It's nothing wrong with having your clients help you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Spray a little bit of that got to be. Move some of them hairs out of the way. And we're going to tie it down with an elastic band. Let's get this middle part. Using my wax stick. As I stated, everything is on the website, guys. The wax stick helps those little flyaways. It also works as a heat protectant and helps with getting the install. Well, it helps to getting the hair to lay flat. And even when you press it out, it gives you a nice bone straight, hair. Now this frontal was interesting because if you know lace frontals, looking at this one, you can see the strip that they use to ventilate, like the thick piece. This one is, you can see it. I never had a frontal where I can't see the band on it. So you have to make sure you put the lash track really, really close to it so it covers what you want to do with any install. But for this one, even with parting out the hair to go across and cover it, you really, really have to make sure everything's all tidied up. So that's what I'm doing here. And I just took that little piece of track that was left and find a little home for it. There was no need to get rid of it. Might as well fit it all in. So we got 3 bundles put into this particular install. Every install is different. But let's get into this melt. Yes. Brushing out that hair, getting all of it together. Then I'm just taking some tweezers to thin that out. I don't really like the hair to be so thick, so we're gonna thin that out as much as I feel is necessary. And I'm gonna use the yellow bottle of the Got2Glee glue to swoop these baby hairs down. Get into it. Yes. I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. And today I'm just gonna do some nice flat iron curls. Yes, I love my flat iron, people. Tying that down once again, using a little heat protectant. We just putting a few layers in. I know everybody love their lengths always. Don't cut too much. Just enough to firm the face. No worries. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Come on, guys. What are you waiting for? Hit that notification. I will be uploading weekly. Thank you if you made it this far. Continue to watch. Yes, honey. Get into it. And there you have it.